We're excited to continue the thrilling adventure of Drizzle and Captain Jack in the second part of this story.
Absolutely, Daisy. When we last left off, Captain Jack had just accomplished a daring rescue, helping his mother, Nia, escape from the island.
That's right, Blue. It was a heart-pounding escape, filled with suspense and bravery. And just as they thought they were safe, another twist unfolded.
Yes, the mysterious mermaid, Drizzle, who had been silently watching their every move, decided to follow Captain Jack into the open sea. What could her intentions be?
Good question, Blue. Drizzle's presence adds an intriguing element to the story. Is she a friend or foe? Only time will tell.
As we continue this captivating tale, let's dive into the moment when Jack and Nia finally made it off the island and what Drizzle's appearance means for their journey.
So, without further ado, let's join Drizzle, Captain Jack, and Nia as their adventure at sea continues. Prepare yourselves for unexpected twists and thrilling moments.
Hold on to your seats, folks. The adventure resumes now. With the island behind them, Captain Jack and Nia thought they had found safety. But the ocean held its own secrets, and the mermaid Drizzle was one of them. What did she seek, and how would she change the course of their voyage?
What does Drizzle want from Captain Jack and Nia, and how will her presence affect their journey?
Stay tuned to find out. You're watching the epic saga of Drizzle and Captain Jack, right here on Folktales for Kids. As the sun began its descent, casting a warm, golden glow across the horizon, Nia stood at the bow of the pirate ship, the sea serpent, gazing out at the endless expanse of the ocean. The gentle sea breeze tousled her hair wrap, and she closed her eyes, savoring the sensation of freedom that washed over her. The sea, with its rhythmic waves and boundless horizons, had become a symbol of the liberty she had long yearned for. Nia's thoughts were interrupted by the sound of footsteps behind her. She turned to see her son, Captain Jack, approaching. His eyes, a mirror of her own, were filled with the same adventurous spirit she had always admired in him. Jack greeted his mother with a hug. "Mother, you look so peaceful. What are you thinking about?" Nia smiled. "Just marveling at the beauty of the sea, Jack. It's hard to believe that not long ago I was a prisoner on land, dreaming of this very freedom." Jack stepped closer, leaning against the railing beside her, his eyes following her gaze to the horizon. "The sea has a way of making us feel free, doesn't it? But it also holds so many mysteries and dangers," thoughtfully replied. Nia turned to face him, her expression wise and calm. "Yes, Jack, the sea is both a liberator and a teacher. It teaches us that freedom isn't just about escaping chains or walls. True freedom comes from within. It's about having the courage to follow your heart and the wisdom to understand the balance of life," Nia said softly. Jack listened intently, his mother's words resonating deeply with him. Jack nodded. "You've always had a way of seeing the deeper meaning in things, Mother. The sea has shown us so much, but there's still so much to learn." Nia placed a gentle hand on Jack's shoulder, her eyes filled with love and pride. "Remember this, Jack. The sea is a reflection of our lives. It can be calm and peaceful, or it can be turbulent and challenging. How we navigate it depends on our choices. Embrace the freedom it offers, but never forget to respect its power and the balance it represents." Jack smiled, feeling a renewed sense of purpose and clarity. "Thank you, Mother. Your wisdom is a guiding star for me, just like the North Star guides us through the night," Jack said gratefully. Nia smiled back, her heart swelling with pride and love for her son. "Always follow your heart, Jack, and you'll find your way. And remember, no matter where your adventures take you, the sea and its freedom will always be a part of you," she said softly. Together, they stood side by side, watching the sun dip below the horizon, the sky painted with hues of orange and pink. The sea, vast and eternal, whispered its secrets to them, a reminder of the endless possibilities and the true meaning of freedom. As the first rays of the sun peeked over the horizon, the ocean shimmered with a golden glow. Drizzle, with her golden tail glistening in the early morning light, watched as Jack's pirate ship, the Sea Serpent, set sail from the secluded island. Her heart pounded with excitement and determination. She knew she couldn't stay behind any longer. She had to follow Jack, to protect him, and to be a part of his adventurous world. Drizzle took a deep breath, glanced back at her school of mermaids, and with a final wave to her friends, she plunged into the open sea, her tail propelling her swiftly through the water. As she swam, her thoughts were filled with Jack's enchanting music and his relentless spirit. She knew that her place was by his side, no matter where his adventures led him. For days, Drizzle followed the ship, staying hidden beneath the waves. She marveled at Jack's bravery and resourcefulness as he navigated through treacherous waters and faced formidable foes. But she also saw the dangers that lurked, and her resolve to protect him grew stronger with each passing day. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Drizzle overheard a conversation between Jack and his mother, Naya. They stood on the deck, the gentle breeze carrying their voices to her ears. "Mother, the sea is full of dangers, and our quest for freedom seems never-ending," Jack said, his voice filled with both determination and weariness. Nia placed a comforting hand on his shoulder. "Jack, remember that you are never alone. The love and support of those who care for you give you strength. Even in the darkest times, there are always those who will stand by your side." Drizzle's heart swelled with warmth. Nia's words resonated deeply with her own feelings. She knew she had to reveal herself to Jack and Nia, to show them that they had her unwavering support. That night, as the moon cast a silvery glow over the ocean, Drizzle gathered her courage and swam to the side of the ship. With a graceful leap, she emerged from the water, her golden tail sparkling in the moonlight. Jack and Nia turned in surprise, their eyes widening as they saw the beautiful mermaid before them. "Drizzle!" Jack exclaimed, recognizing her instantly. "What are you doing here?" "I've been following you, Jack," Drizzle replied, her voice filled with determination. "I couldn't stay behind. I want to protect you and be a part of your adventures. Your music and your spirit have captured my heart." Nia smiled warmly, her eyes twinkling with understanding. "Welcome, Drizzle. Your presence is a gift. Together, we can face any challenge." From that moment on, Drizzle became an integral part of Jack's crew. She used her mermaid abilities to guide the ship through dangerous waters, her enchanting voice calming storms and warding off sea monsters. Jack's bongo drums and Drizzle's melodies created a powerful harmony that filled the crew with hope and courage. However, their journey was far from easy. One fateful night, as they sailed through a particularly treacherous part of the ocean, they encountered Nero, the beautiful but evil siren. Nero's enchanting song began to lure Jack into a trance, her dark magic threatening to lead him to his doom. Drizzle, sensing the danger, sang with all her might, her voice filled with love and determination. Her melody clashed with Nero's dark enchantment, creating a fierce battle of songs. With the support of Nia and the crew, Drizzle's pure, heartfelt melody grew stronger, breaking Nero's spell and driving her away. Jack, freed from the trance, looked at Drizzle with gratitude and newfound admiration. "Drizzle, you saved me. Your love and bravery are more powerful than any magic." Drizzle smiled, her mint green eyes shining with joy. "We saved each other, Jack. Together we can face anything." And so Drizzle and Jack's adventures continued, their love and friendship growing stronger with each passing day. United by their music and their unwavering bond, they sailed through the oceans, their hearts filled with the magic of love and the power of friendship. The revelation. The sun was rising over the horizon, casting a golden glow across the deck of the Sea Serpent. The crew was beginning to stir, preparing for another day on the open sea. Captain Jack stood at the helm, surveying the horizon, when he noticed a commotion near the bow. He made his way over to find Drizzle, the mermaid, who had been resting on the deck, beginning to stir as well. To everyone's astonishment, as the morning sun dried the water from her skin, her shimmering golden tail began to transform. Slowly, gracefully, it split into two legs. "Drizzle, look at your legs! You've transformed!" Jack yelled wide-eyed. Drizzle, equally surprised, looked down at herself, her eyes wide with shock and wonder. Drizzle gasped. I have legs! How is this possible?" The crew gathered around, murmuring in amazement. One of the crew members, a burly sailor named Big Tom, scratched his head and then chuckled. Big Tom began to grin. "Well, would you look at that? Maybe now she can help us catch some fish." The crew burst into laughter, the initial shock giving way to amusement and curiosity. Drizzle, still getting used to her new form, wobbled slightly as she tried to stand. Jack reached out to steady her. Easy there, Drizzle. This is new for all of us. Let's take it slow, he said as he held her. Drizzle looked at Jack, her mint green eyes filled with a mix of excitement and uncertainty. Drizzle began to smile faintly. Thank you, Jack. This is incredible. I never knew I could do this. Jack smiled back, his eyes twinkling with a mixture of wonder and admiration. You're full of surprises, Drizzle. I guess the sea has more mysteries than we can ever imagine, he said while looking back at the crew. The crew, now more intrigued than ever, watched as Drizzle took her first tentative steps. Despite the novelty, they quickly adapted to this new revelation, their camaraderie and curiosity driving them to support her. So Drizzle, any chance you can show us some mermaid tricks with those legs of yours? Big Tom said playfully. Drizzle laughed, her nerves easing as she saw the friendly faces around her. We'll see, Big Tom. For now, I'll just try not to fall overboard, Drizzle replied. The crew laughed again, and the lighthearted moment cemented their bond even further. Jack, still holding Drizzle's hand, felt a surge of gratitude for the unexpected turn of events. This changes things, Drizzle, but no matter what, we're in this together. Adventure awaits, whether on land or sea, Jack said thoughtfully. Drizzle nodded, her heart swelling with a sense of belonging and the promise of new adventures. Together, Jack, always together, she replied as she stood up correctly. Nia stood at the window of the galley, smiling as she watched with emotions. The deck of the pirate ship at evening. The sun is setting, casting a warm golden glow over the horizon. Nia stands at the railing, gazing out at the sea. Captain Jack approaches her, excited. Mother, did you see? Drizzle got legs! A real mermaid, walking on our ship, he said with excitement. Nia nodded, her gaze fixed on the sunset, and her voice distant. Yes, Jack, I saw. It's quite something, isn't it? Captain Jack continued with delight. It's incredible. I never thought I'd see anything like it. She must have some powerful magic. Do you think she'll stay with us? Nia was still in a trance, almost whispering. Perhaps. The sea holds many secrets, Jack, and sometimes it shares them with those it trusts. Captain Jack noticed her tone, and he was curious. Mother, is there something you're not telling me? Nia sighed softly, breaking her gaze from the horizon to look at Jack. There are stories, my son. Stories of mermaids and their ties to ancient prophecies. Drizzle's transformation might be a sign of things to come. Captain Jack began to frown. What kind of things? Nia began to smile faintly, but with a hint of worry. We'll find out soon enough. For now, we must be cautious and keep our wits about us. The sea can be as dangerous as it is beautiful. Captain Jack began to nod, and he was determined. I understand. We'll be ready for whatever comes our way. Nia looked at him. Good. Stay close to Drizzle. Her presence may be more important than we realize, Nia said as she placed her hand on Jack's shoulder. She began looking back out at the setting sun. Deep in thought, Nia began to hum softly. The sea, vast and eternal, is a realm of boundless wonder and profound mystery. Its azure waves dance gracefully under the golden sun, whispering secrets of ancient mariners and singing lullabies to the creatures that dwell in its depths. The sea is a living entity, a guardian of balance, and a symbol of kindness and harmony. It nurtures life, offering sustenance and solace to all who seek its embrace. Yet the sea is also a mirror of the world's essence. When goodness and kindness abound, the sea responds with gentle waves and serene currents, reflecting the beauty and peace within its waters. Its depths become a sanctuary for those who cherish harmony, and its surface sparkles with the joy of life. However, when evil is bestowed upon the sea, it awakens a formidable force within its depths. The once calm waters churn with fury, and storms brew on the horizon, unleashing the sea's wrath upon those who dare to disrupt its delicate balance. The sea's rage is a reminder that it cannot tolerate malice and destruction, for its essence is one of symmetry and solicitude. In this world of contrasts, the sea seeks only one thing: balance. It yearns for a harmonious existence where kindness prevails and evil is kept at bay. It is a realm where the gentle melodies of mermaids and the courageous songs of pirates intertwine, creating a symphony of unity and strength. For in the heart of the sea, all that is needed is symmetry and solicitude. a perfect balance of light and dark to maintain its eternal harmony. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting a golden glow upon the water, the sea whispers a promise to those who dwell within its embrace. It promises protection to the kind-hearted and a stern warning to those who bring darkness. For the sea, in all its grandeur, is both a sanctuary and a sentinel, ever vigilant in its quest for balance. And so begins the tale of Drizzle, the mermaid with a golden tail and a heart full of love, and Jack, the rebel pirate with a spirit of adventure. Their journey through the symphony of the sea will reveal the true power of kindness, the strength of friendship, and the enduring quest for balance in a world of endless possibilities. The ship gently rocks on the calm sea, its wooden planks creaking softly with the movement. Golden rays from the setting sun shimmer on the water, dancing with the emerging silver light of the moon. The sky is a masterpiece of colors, where day and night meet in a harmonious embrace. Nia nods, her gaze unwavering from the horizon. The sun's final rays cast long shadows while the moon's glow begins to illuminate the deck with a soft, silvery light. The stars start to peek through the twilight sky, twinkling like tiny jewels scattered across velvet. In this moment of transition, the ship feels like it's sailing through a dream, a place where the known and unknown merge, and the boundaries of reality blur. The air is filled with a sense of anticipation, as if the sea itself is waiting for something extraordinary to unfold. Drizzle, now with legs, stands near the stern, watching the sky with wonder. Her presence, a blend of sea and land, adds to the magical ambiance. She seems to be absorbing the essence of both sun and moon, as if drawing strength from the natural elements around her. The crew moves quietly, almost reverently, as if they too are caught in the spell of this twilight hour. The ship sails smoothly forward into the embrace of night, carrying its secrets and hopes on the endless waves. The quest for self-rule, as Drizzle gazed out at the shimmering sea, her long, curly, bluish-blonde hair gently swaying with the breeze. The night feels so different when you're above the water, doesn't it? She said as she heard Jack's footsteps. Captain Jack walking up beside her, his boots tapping softly on the wooden deck. Aye, it does, Drizzle. The stars seem closer, the air crisper, and I still can't believe you've got legs now. He grinned, looking down at her feet before meeting her eyes again. How does it feel, love? He asked. Drizzle began smiling, a sparkle in her mint green eyes. It's strange but wonderful. Everything feels so new, the way the wood feels under my feet, the way the breeze wraps around me. It's all so different from the ocean's embrace, she replied as she took a deep breath and gazed by out at the sea. Captain Jack began nodding with excitement. Well, tonight's the perfect night for new adventures, lass. See that island ahead? He pointed toward the horizon, where lights began to twinkle. Drizzle eyes widening with curiosity. Yes, what is it? Captain Jack started grinning broadly. That, my dear, is Knees Up Bay. It's where the finest pirates and seafarers gather for a proper celebration. They've got lanterns strung up in the trees, music that'll make you want to dance till dawn, and more rum than you could ever imagine. Drizzle's excitement began growing as the island came into clearer view. It sounds magical, and those lights, they make the whole island glow, she said as her eyes widened. Aye, and you'll be the star of the night. No one's ever seen a mermaid with legs before. They'll be talking about you for years to come, he said with delight. Drizzle started giggling, her face lighting up with joy. I've always dreamed of seeing what it's like to dance on land. Do you think they'll let me join in? Captain Jack chuckled. They'll be begging you to. Come on, lass. Tonight, we're not just sailing, we're celebrating. Let's show them what real magic looks like. As they sailed closer, the sounds of music and laughter began to fill the air. The island of Knees Up Bay came alive with vibrant lights and the warm glow of lanterns hanging from trees. The cove is bustling with ships and small boats, all converging on the party. Drizzle's eyes widen in awe, taking in the sight of women in colorful dresses and pirates with wide grins, all preparing for a night of revelry. Drizzle began whispering in awe. I've never seen anything like this. It's more beautiful than I ever imagined. Captain Jack smiled warmly at her. Just wait until you're in the middle of it. Ready for your first dance, lass? Drizzle was beaming with excitement. More than ready, Captain. Let's make this a night to remember. the ship glides into the cove, and the adventure on Knees Up Bay begins, with Drizzle ready to experience the wonders of the human world in a night filled with laughter, music, and magic. The secrets of Knees Up Island. The cove of Knees Up Island was alive with laughter, music, and the clinking of tankards as pirates from every corner of the seas gathered for a night of revelry. The island, known for its infamous parties, was bathed in the warm glow of lanterns hanging from trees, casting a magical light on the festivities. Captain Jack and his crew, along with Drizzle, now a human, were at the heart of it all. Drizzle marveled at the vibrant scene around her, the music, the laughter, the way the pirates danced with wild abandon. It was a world she had only imagined from beneath the waves. She had spent the night twirling and laughing, feeling the soft earth beneath her feet for the first time. Her transformation had made her the center of attention, and everyone wanted to hear her story. As the night wore on, Captain Jack, with a tankard of rum in hand, stood up to address the crowd. "Friends, foes, and all ye scallywags," he shouted, his voice carrying over the noise. "I've got a tale for you, a tale of the sea's magic and how it brought us here tonight with a special guest." He gestured toward Drizzle, who blushed under the attention. The crowd quieted, eager to hear Jack's story. "This here lady," he continued, "was once a mermaid swimming in the deep blue. But through a twist of fate and a bit of magic, she's now one of us, walking on two legs and dancing on dry land." The crowd cheered, raising their tankards in a toast to Drizzle. But among the cheers, a pair of eyes watched with a darker intent. Captain Greybeard, a young pirate with hair as gray as a stormy sky despite his youth, narrowed his eyes as he listened to Jack's story. There was something in the tale that piqued his interest, something he had heard whispered in the shadows of old taverns and forgotten ports. Later that night, as the party continued, Captain Greybeard slipped away with one of his crew, a cockeyed pirate with a mischievous grin. In a hushed voice, Greybeard revealed the secret he had kept close to his chest. "They don't know the truth, do they?" he muttered. "Once a mermaid becomes human, she's no ordinary lass. She's a living compass to the greatest treasures of the sea, and that's something we can't let slip away." The cockeyed pirate grinned, his crooked teeth gleaming in the lantern light. "What's the plan, Captain?" he asked eagerly. "We take her," Greybeard replied, his eyes gleaming with ambition. "At dawn, when they're still drunk from the night's revelry, we strike, and with her, we'll find riches beyond our wildest dreams." As the night faded into dawn, Knees Up Island grew quiet. The pirates, exhausted from their night of celebration, had fallen into a deep sleep, but Captain Greybeard and his crew were wide awake, ready to put their plan into action. Just as the sun began to rise, Greybeard's crew silently captured Drizzle, binding her and dragging her to their ship. She struggled, but her new legs, still unfamiliar and weak, betrayed her. By the time Captain Jack and his crew realized what had happened, Greybeard's ship was already sailing away from the cove. But Captain Jack wasn't about to let them get away so easily. Rallying his crew, including the towering Big Tom, they set off in pursuit. The chase led them to the shores of Knees Up Island, where a fierce battle erupted. Steel clashed against steel as Jack and his crew fought desperately to rescue Drizzle. The sound of sword striking echoed across the beach, mingling with the crash of the waves. Greybeard, determined to keep his prize, fought with ruthless precision. But Captain Jack was driven by something stronger, his bond with Drizzle. In the heat of the battle, Jack faced Greybeard one-on-one. Their swords met with a clash that sent sparks flying. But Greybeard was relentless, and in a swift, brutal move, he slashed at Jack's left hand. The pain was blinding, but Jack fought on, refusing to give up. With the help of his loyal crew, including the mighty Big Tom, they finally overpowered Greybeard's forces. Drizzle was freed, but the victory came at a heavy price. As the battle ended and the dust settled, Captain Jack collapsed onto the sand, his left hand severed. Drizzle rushed to his side, her eyes filled with tears. "Jack!" she cried, holding him close. "You saved me, but your hand." Jack managed a fragile smile, his voice hoarse but filled with resolve. "Aye, lass, it's a small price to pay. You're safe, and that's all that matters." He looked at her, his eyes filled with the same warmth that had drawn her to him from the start. "We'll make it through this, together." As the sun rose higher, casting its golden light over the blood-stained shores of Nizup Island, the crew gathered around their captain, their loyalty stronger than ever. They had won the battle, but the war for the seas, and the secrets they held, was far from over. And so, with Drizzle by his side and a new determination in his heart, Captain Jack vowed to continue their adventures, knowing that the true treasure was not gold or jewels, but the bonds they had forged along the way. Stay tuned, because the story of Captain Jack, Drizzle, and the evil Captain Greybeard is just getting started. You won't want to miss what happens next on the Melody of the Mermaid and the Rebel Pirate. Until then, this is Blue Stud and Daisy Mare, signing off. Fair winds and following seas, my friends.